Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the next guitar I'm going to be looking at on the channel. It's going to be getting set up, new strings, and a little bit of fret polishing and a cleanup. Now I've already recorded the videos for this series, but I thought I would record a short prelude video to that series because I wanted to see if I could get a little assistance from the audience to help me narrow down what model this guitar is, and specifically the era that it came from. So let me explain a little more about what I mean by that. This guitar, from what I can tell, was manufactured in 1989 at the Samick factory in South Korea. So this is not the Japanese manufactured Aria Pros. This is the Korean ones. And the reason I say that is because if you look at the headstock here, we've got the Aria Pro 2 logo, the gold hardware. If you flip the guitar over, take a closer look at the tuners. Now they've got Made in Japan stamped on them. We've got our serial number here. Now this 9 would indicate to me that this is the 1989 model year that this guitar was made. Now, there's no other identification marks on the tuners other than the Made in Japan logo you see there. And if you flip the guitar back over and the bridge, this is a Goto bridge here. There's no markings on the tailpiece. From what I can tell and what I was able to get online and got a little help from Google Gemini, was that they sourced parts from Japan, hardware parts like bridges, tuners, tailpieces, that type of thing, from Japan to be used in the Samick factory for the manufacturing of these guitars. So that's kind of one indication that tells me that this guitar was made in the Samick factory. The other one, I'm going to flip it over again, is the 3-bolt neck we've got here. Now, most Japanese-made Aria Pros were set neck design, right? The Samick factory were more known for this bolt-on style of neck. So it's another indication that this guitar came from the Samick factory. And the serial number also appears in the control cavity here, right on the lip. I'm not going to take the cover off, but it's right back in here. So the serial number in the cavity matches the serial number on the headstock. And just quickly going back to the headstock here, it's kind of hard to see, but there was some kind of residue on here, like from a sticker when I bought it, and I don't know what the sticker said. I'm kind of assuming it was like a made in Korea or something to that effect was stuck on here, and it just peeled off over time. So, and as far as the the neck joint goes, I took the neck off when I got the guitar, and I was looking inside there to see if there's any other identification marks. There really wasn't anything in there. I did take a couple photos. I'll insert them into the video over top of what I'm showing you here, just so you can see what was in there, but there's really nothing to help me identify what year and what era this guitar came from. And just as a heads up, and I touch on this a little more in the videos that are upcoming, but these two pickups here, I swapped these out. These are Wilkinson Elnico 5 pickups. I just replaced them. They got a little more high gain. They're a little hotter sounding than the stock ones, which came with the guitar. Now, I still have those stock pickups, and I'm assuming they were an Aria Pro design pickup because they came with, I think they called them Duncan designed or Duncan inspired pickups, like a Seymour Duncan inspired style of humbucker. The humbuckers that I came off of here, I'll throw a couple pictures up on the screen. Those humbuckers had no identification marks on them. There was no logos or anything on them. So again, I'm assuming that was probably something that came from Aria themselves and not a third-party manufacturer. And we've got the 2 volume 2 control or 2 tone controls here. Most of the Japanese ones usually had 3 controls instead of the 4. Not all of them, but some of the ones I've saw seem to sport that kind of a layout. There's no mini toggle switches or anything on the body. This body is just a flat surface. There's no arch in it. And if you look closely here, you'll see some routing around the bridge and the tailpiece, which allow those components to sit lower in the body, which aids in, getting a nice low string height. And because this neck joint, the break angle at this neck joint and the headstock are different from a Gibson, they needed to come up with something to get that string action lower to the fretboard. And the only way to do it with this flat body was to recess these pieces here. And I look at that more closely in the videos that will be dropping in the next few days. So if you're interested to see a little bit more of what's going on there, you can check out those videos. They'll be coming up shortly. And I guess that's about it. I mean, it's a super cool guitar, visually wise. Like, it's got a nice look. It's got a cherry sunburst on it. It's got really nice binding all around the outside and up the neck as well. And the gold hardware is a really nice touch too. That's one of the main reasons I changed out those pickups, was just to match the gold hardware to the pickup hardware. So more of a visual thing. They do sound a little hotter, like I said, but they're the ones that came out of here. There's nothing at all wrong with them. I plan on keeping them, and if I ever sell this guitar, I will sell them with those pickups. The only other thing I changed was the switch. And because the switch was just really wrecked, it was so loose, like you just tapped it and it would be switching between the pickups. So you needed to switch it. It was just falling and flopping around. So I just swapped that switch out. Other than that, and the pickups, the guitar is as I bought it. And from what the previous owner told me, like she had bought it for her son or her daughter, I can't remember, and they hardly played it. But this guitar has not seen a lot of use. As you can see, the gold hardware is in really nice shape. There's a little bit of wear mark on the bridge here, probably from resting your palm on there when you're playing. But the tuners, like, they're in really good shape. Like, if this guitar is from '89, it sure doesn't look it. I do have the truss rod cover. I just usually leave my truss rod covers off because I have to go in and make adjustments, usually a couple times a year. Because of the climate I live in. But yeah, that's basically it. So from what I could tell and what I was able to find out online, the name of this guitar is an Aria Pro 2 PE-DLX, which stands for Player Electric Deluxe. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, which is why I'm doing this little video here. So if anyone out there knows anything about Aria Pro guitars, or just knows more about this one, or well, basically any information you might have, please drop it in the comments. I'd be curious to know if I'm on the right page with this one here. And also, if I mislabel the guitar, I'll need to change my thumbnails, because I'm gonna list this as a PE-DLX guitar on the series for this this particular one, just a setup and a little fret polishing and that. So but those will be coming soon in the next couple of days, so keep your eyes open for that. But I thought I'd drop this one first, just to kind of give you a heads up on where exactly we're going with this next guitar, and why I'm kind of curious as to where this guitar came from. So I'm sure there's someone out there that knows, at the very least, probably know more than I do about these series of guitars. But really cool guitar, really fun to play. Nice low action. It does have a gloss neck, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I don't play this guitar all the time. Just once in a while I bring it out, just for fun. And all the pots are all original. The caps are all original. So yeah, it's in really great shape considering how old it is. If it is an '89, it's pretty sweet. Okay, guys, thanks. I appreciate any feedback I could get on this guitar. It'd be great. So have a good one. See you later.